All right, as I'm sure many of you have seen by now, I have officially been canceled. It's true. It's true. Now, usually I tell bad jokes and you guys suffer, but because of some sick fucks in the world, I told a joke and everybody had to suffer. I know. I guess that's their burden to bear. I giggle about this whole thing as hard as I can. Usually, when I tell a joke, okay, I don't end up as a news story in 2 different journals, but this time, I did it. This time, I didn't cover the news. I became the news. Now, was it from any actual news source that matters? No, but one step at a time, we take what we can. I was covered in Dexerto, which honestly, that feels more like a badge of honor. Like, you have to remember, that's the same news org that covered the Pokimane $7 cookies for weeks on end. So I feel like it's a lot like collecting a ban as a political streamer. If you have never gotten banned as a political streamer, chances are you're a liberal. The boldest thing you say is vote. It's kind of like a rite of passage, And then I got covered by, what is it? Metro.uk? What is it? The Metro paper? Yes. In the UK. Yes. Who Omega lol. Which they have the same problem. Not exactly groundbreaking coverage. I will also collect that. I've always wanted to be relevant on Turf Island, and I can finally do it. I did it, guys. Let's fucking go. I have a slight aneurysm every time I read that URL. Every time I read the URL, I'm like, this is what people who are dyslexic feel like. Is this it? I'm sure many of you guys who missed it are like, well, what the fuck happened? I leave for 2 days and suddenly Denims is permanently and definitely canceled. Let me catch you guys back up to speed. In usual fashion, I was watching an Asmongold video because rubbernecking on a freeway when you see a car accident, you just can't help but look. I can't help but look. I know, the forbidden fruit. Really, I am Eve offering the apple to Adam. This is my first sin. But I was watching his video on Stellar Blade, and the person in the Stellar Blade video was, I guess, very upset about how much censorship is in Stellar Blade now, my understanding. For people who don't know anything about what I'm talking about, and you guys live normal lives, understandable, very understandable. Because you guys have to know, I try to spend a good chunk of stream, like half of stream, talking about politics, but I know politics can get pretty depressing, so I also like to spend some amount of time doing variety-ish content, a little bit more fun content, and that's what I felt like covering for today. Because I thought the entire situation was very funny. Getting upset about censorship, and the censorship is 2 pixels of cleavage being removed by the game devs, and then blaming it on the woke mob. I mean, that is really, for me, that is the epitome of hilarious. I think that that's really fucking funny. Because if you want to be upset about it, I would respect the shit out of you. It's this woke mob is coming after our game. And no one I haven't seen, I'm sure there's 1 or 2 tweets out there, but I haven't seen any tweets of anyone saying that they wanted the censorship. So I don't know who this woke mob is that's censoring your game. I'm not sure. I just don't understand anyone being upset about this who's over like 14. Yeah, I know it gets better. Let me pull up the censorship for you guys. Oh, is it gone? Well, there was a really easy image to show that showed how the 2 outfits were changed, but the TLDR is that the outfit switched from showing cleavage to not showing cleavage, and it's about this much cleavage being removed. And the other outfits are all the same. All of the other outfits, all the other 15 in their dress-up game, they're all literally the same. 2 outfits were changed. And if they were trying to censor the game and remove the cleavage for wokeness, why did they only remove 2 of them? Doesn't make any sense. I saw the streamer play this out of curiosity. The avatar looked naked. Yeah, that's her skin suit. The logic itself doesn't make any sense, by the way, but that's neither here nor there, okay? What we're talking about right now is me getting canceled, okay? So let's stay on topic here. So I'm watching this Asmongold video. Specifically, I was watching this one. And now, even in the thumbnail, you can guess what it was that I was talking about. Saberspark. Dexerto headline, Denims notorious mafia boss puts a hit out on multiple YouTubers out of cold blood. Yeah. Hopefully this keeps you afloat until the Daily Wire gives you a $50 million deal. Hopefully. Did you work for Boeing or something? Yeah, I did. You caught me. I was actually the one that removed the bolt so that the doors start flying off. No more jokes. No more jokes. Jokes are illegal. Jokes are illegal now, guys, okay? Now, you can see here in the thumbnail of the video that I reacted to, the thumbnail is Grums talking about how 2 of Eve's outfits have been censored, and this is what her outfits are supposed to look like. Now, again, I still haven't seen gameplay of this game. I'm sure it's good, but the way that these people talk about it, that they talk about like we have been falsely advertised to, we were promised this game and we're getting a completely different game, really makes me feel like it's a dress-up game. It's not that good, it's just average. My understanding so far is that the game shipped with the outfits for the Pro Tag considered game ready for launch. A post-launch patch completed the design according to the developers, but they think somehow Sony somehow pressured them to make alterations, even though that was the studio's intent themselves. Yeah, there's a video of one of the game developers saying, yeah, we did change the outfits. That is the like official patch. So there's a tweet that quote tweets this guy Grums. And for anyone who doesn't know who Grums is, he's this anti-SJW, now become anti-woke guy who is, as you would imagine, divorced, because sadly, for some bizarre reason, they all are. And he is a huge grifter. I guess after game development didn't work out for him, he decided, you know what, I'm gonna spend my 50s and 60s getting mad on the internet, which, hey man, power to you, go for it. Have fun with it, all right? Live your best life, okay? So this guy Grums, this other guy quote tweets him saying 20K to make that to anyone that makes this dipshit disappear. When I was talking about this on my stream, I specifically said, that's hilarious that anyone is actually thinking that this is a serious bounty. There is nothing, in my opinion, that would make anyone think that this was a legitimate bounty. Maybe if there were some more specifics, I would think it was serious. Maybe. So I, in an attempt to show how stupid I thought that anyone would get mad at this, that it's an obvious joke, I decided to make it an even more obvious joke by specifically saying, hey man, if anyone wants 30K, you gotta make this dipshit disappear. But in order to also collect it, you can only collect that 30K if you somehow make Eve's boobs way bigger in Stellar Blade. Now that was done to highlight the fact that I just don't like this Grums person. If you want to petition for your games to get uncensored, go for it. I don't know what the woke mob has anything to do with it. We love boobs. And I thought we were on the same page with that regarding everyone who feels the need to immediately bring up leftist women and OnlyFans. I thought that was like, they're all whores and sluts and everything. I thought that was the opinion, but now suddenly we're against boobs. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't follow. But it doesn't have to make sense. Boobs are pretty universally liked. Yeah, I gotta say. But Sydney Sweeney's boobs specifically are anti-woke. The left one is anti, the right one is woke. I make as obvious of a joke as I can. And for all of the people that are like, oh, you know what? It wasn't funny. I have never called myself funny, and I will never call myself funny. Excuse you. I'm a woman, okay? There's no such thing as women making funny jokes. But guess what? How funny your joke is has no bearing on whether or not it's a joke. A joke is made with intent. And if my intent was for it to be a joke, it is a joke. That's at least what Merriam-Webster seems to think. So what happened? Why did this become a big deal? Well, someone clips me making this joke and decides to go on LSF, you know, the place where all good things happen, and post it. Where's Jerry to defend Denims' joke? I know, right? Jerry Seinfeld, look, the woke mob is canceling me. Come to my defense, please. Do the tax people know that you have 30K to just throw away? There was one person I saw that said, let's be real. She doesn't have 30K. That alone means it's not a serious threat. And I gotta say, homie, you fucking got me. Fucking caught. Fucking true. So Asmongold watches my clip, and I guess he thinks I'm talking about him because he proceeds to say that we need to get the FBI involved. We need to get the police involved. Maybe I'm going to file a suit on this. We'll get into the legality stuff in a second. But in terms of suing someone, are you gonna sue for like emotional damages for a crime? What's the civil suit there? I feel like people have been throwing around the word sue, but no one has been posting any civil statutes to sue on. But sure, okay, sure, that's fine. Go for it, man. Go for it. I did decide, listen, You know what? Look, if there's one thing I'm going to say about Asmongold, right? It's that I don't think he's a grifter. I think he says a lot of stupid shit, and I stand by that. But I actually don't think that he's a grifter. And this is defined by that one instance where he said about, do you guys remember the censor bar meta memes and how everyone got really mad about, you know, what's her name, Mork Pie, doing the censor bar meta or whatever? He had a very base take about it. And he said, honestly, I'm just upset at the lack of consistency. Everyone who's mad about this and mad that Twitch is allowing these whores on the internet to do this. Where's the anger for Twitter? You can be 13 and be on Twitter. Where's the anger for YouTube? There's lots of people on YouTube that get around by making it educational content. I just want to see some consistency. And it seems like you spend your entire time complaining about the stuff on Twitch, but you have no interest in removing the porn that's on Twitter or doing anything else. Just seems weird. I even went so far as to defend him on AI art. Do you guys remember when, in classic Asmon fashion, he went on and was like, listen, people just don't care about how their games are made. They just care if the game is good. That's it. That's all they care about. Too bad. And I came on stream and I said specifically, yeah, that's capitalism. Yeah, that's capitalism. The conditions of the labor that brought your product to you doesn't matter. That's just literally capitalism. That's just true. But maybe don't present it in such an apathetic way. Maybe the reason people didn't like the way you said what you said was because you said it with such apathy for the actual artists that have to work to make these games. Maybe that's why people are upset at you. At the very least, I respect that he seems to try to be consistent, and I respect that he's not a grifter. Grums, on the other hand, I don't. He's officially reached anti-woke divorced dad status. You spend your time grifting online for clicks because you're a drama farmer, and that's the only way that you can maintain any relevance. It's to trick people that are dumber than you into thinking that you're smart. And I personally have been online long enough that I know you don't feed the trolls, okay? And so you can continue to talk about me and talk about how you're being so censored and attacked and there is a genuine bounty on your head. We both know it's a joke. I know you know it's a joke. Any reasonable person who watches the video knows that it's a joke. So that is to say, I will enjoy being in your head rent-free. Thank you for not charging me the rent. That's really nice of you. Okay? Out of respect for Asmongold, I go into his chat, go to talk to him, tell him, hey man, just want you to know, joke wasn't about you. Was it mean? Yes. Yes. Did I anticipate people clipping it to make it seem like I'm putting a bounty on your head? Yes. Would I blame you for it? Honestly, you should do your due diligence and everything, but I get it. I understand. Honestly, you go through so many clips, like as a streamer, you go through so many clips, you're gonna make mistakes eventually. I am not on a anti-Asmongold campaign, okay? Actually, I'm gonna say the exact same thing that Squeaks has said on this matter. But without Asmongold, okay, how will we get such stunning, groundbreaking journalism on what the anti-woke mob is up to next?
I think, here's a hot take. I think we need a woke agenda, not for any political reason or whatever, just because, like, what else will Asmongold's YouTube look like? If there's no, like, woke games or whatever, like, what is he gonna talk about? Like, there's only so much they update World of Warcraft. Right? So, come on. Like, make some woke choices. Otherwise, what are these reactors gonna do? With this thumbnail? You know what I'm talking about? Oh. With, like, a female protagonist in a Star Wars game. on, like, the middle, and then they go, oh, dudes. Oh, bros. No, dudes.
Oh, gosh. No, bro, no. I'm gonna be honest, okay? I have to say something else as well, right? I was girl bullied, okay? I was. I'll admit it. It was true. It's true. The rumors are true. I was girl bullied. And so with that, I must say two things. Number one, I have never had people fear me so much. I have to say, you know, maybe those bullies were right to bully me after all, okay? That simultaneously, I have the power to put a real hit on someone. Like I'm a fucking mafia boss or some shit, man. Women want me, fish fear me. Yeah. Those bullies were trying to keep you from attaining your full power. I know. The woke mob? The woke mob boss, man, okay? You should have seen Tectone's take. It was actually brain dead. You know, you'd think with someone that has that much real estate on their forehead, there'd be something inside, but I think the anime brain rot is just too far. See, this is why you can never trust someone who likes anime. It's because they can't do anything more than like a simple math problem. Not all balds are good, man. I know. Some of you bald bitches are dumb. True. I will say one thing on the topic of Asmongold, which is his editors, because this is a thing that a lot of streamers do. A lot of streamers, they hide behind their editors and they're like, well, I can't do anything. It's my editor's decision how they run the channel. I am okay with this precedent. If this is the precedent you would like to set, Mold Man, which is keeping a video on your channel that suggests that I want you killed, that's cool. However, I am going to take advantage of that precedent. Let it be known. And I too will say, out of my hands, my editor made the video. Just so we're on the same page, it's nothing personnel. And if it's out of your hands, it's also out of my hands.
I'm glad you weren't at the UCLA protest, because you could have been trampled at worst, but also there are stairs on campus, so you wouldn't have been able to get away DNM balls DNM small.
Stop.
Mayor Cat still owes me for that 1K hit he put out on that bird outside.
Stop. I was just on React to Asmongold's video. I don't think I've seen him more broken. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, that's all I'm going to say on it. Ball is in his court. I'm going to assume that by keeping this video up, he's also cool with me putting videos that have baity thumbnails. And that's fine with me. Just making sure that that's cool with you so we can have some consistency here. She wants me dead. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be serious. I'm trying to be serious, okay? And we're gonna be serious. It's a very serious topic. It's censorship in the US, okay? Have some respect, guys. Come on. Oh yeah, there's like a running theory that like Mark Kern was the guy who was drinking another woman's breast milk at Blizzard. I'm joking. Me when I spread misinformation. Well, I have seen that people have talked about how it would be so funny if he was the guy. It would be. Oh God, I'm gonna get arrested again for another joke. Oh God, defamation of character, libel, slander. And now the interesting thing about the entire situation is that even people who don't like me have tweeted in my support saying that this is so obviously concern trolling and this is so obviously like victim mentality. Say allegedly and you're good. Allegedly. There we go. This is someone who is not even a fan. Denims made an obvious joke, and this dude is acting like she put out a legitimate hit on his life. Grow a fucking spine and go back to bitching about how Stellar Blade isn't jerk-off material enough for you. Another example, this is obviously a joke. If you think she's serious, you're socially inept or you're just being deliberately obtuse. So again, even the people who are not fans of me, who don't even like my content or watch it, can recognize it's literally just a joke. It's very obviously a joke. Only someone who wanted it to not be a joke would consider it to not be a joke, which I think is pretty accurate. And you can tell that these people don't actually care about this issue. This is concern trolling 101, because these are like the same people who have now decided, actually, death threats are okay. I'm offering 40K to anyone who will make Denims disappear. But this post isn't against Twitch guidelines, so apparently disappear doesn't mean kill. So I'm apparently in the clear of any wrongdoing. Oh yeah, Kevin Dean. What if there's a crazy person who follows you, who thinks you're serious? Did you consider that? I bet you didn't. And this is one of many people that has now decided, actually, I don't actually care about the sanctity of joke or the sanctity of genuine death threats. I'm going to make the same joke, but okay, all right. Sure. And these are also the same people who, for the longest period of time, have told women who play video games or other minorities who play video games, it's not a serious threat. Calm down. This is just what gaming is like. To which I will show you guys this clip.
Save you, retard.
Wow, what a nice thing to call someone.
Kill yourself, little slut.
Well played, Rose. Goodbye.
Raise your shit.
You guys are such nice people.
Tell me about it.
Right.
This is why all I do is get fucking bitches and fuck money.
You do what to the money?
He fucks the money.
I rape it.
Well, oh, yeah,
Even the money don't want him.
You think you're funny, huh?
You're
You
next.
think you're funny, huh, Asmongold?
What the fuck did you just say? No, you're
next,
insane.
Kevin.
You're
Kevin, you're next
insane
on my
for
list.
that. No, you have
Get out, Kevin.
issues.
Wait, hold on. You sound kind of fit.
Can you like shut the fuck up? Like, what the fuck is your problem?
Rock or suck?
There's no way this guy just said he was gonna...
I'll give you a night you won't remember.
Literally, you'll be blackout drunk. See you later.
I'm just gonna
Wait,
stand
slut,
here.
you're okay. So the one round
Please.
you're not playing, we win. Just shove a nuke up your pussy.
What? Wait. That's fucking crazy. I almost added him as a friend.
You guys get the idea. The same people that are coming after me and clutching their pearls and being like, she obviously was serious about it. It doesn't matter that she was joking. It's a crime. First of all, you're just wrong. Second of all, you guys are the first people to defend this shit and say, well, actually, they were joking. You don't actually think that someone's gonna seriously act on that, do you? Do you? No, you don't think that. People who responded like this to this very tweet. Damn, online threats surely mean 100% that they're gonna do it IRL, right? And again, to be clear, I was making a joke,
Don't
so
worry,
it
Denims,
wasn't
I'm
even a
almost
threat.
done restoring the anime titties.
It's online gaming, cry about it. The people who will pearl clutch and concern troll and say, my life is really in danger, like I don't know what to do about my life being in danger. You guys are always the first people to defend this shit. In fact, you're doing it in posts, replying to me about me. So I don't really think you guys are being very consistent, and I think it's actually just an attempt to grift and pretend like this is a bigger issue than it actually is. The last bit of this, seemingly, despite the many people who said we have to do something about this. As of right now, as of this moment, things can change. As of right now, this moment, Twitch does not seem to think that joke, Twitch seems to think that it was a joke, not a genuine threat, okay? And guess what? This argument regarding what if a crazy person went out and did that? Hey, good thing our laws are based on what reasonable people do. If a reasonable person watched my clip, they would know it was not a genuine inquiry to put a bounty on someone's head, given that one of the prerequisites to collect the bounty is something that would be near impossible to achieve, unless you specifically work on the game dev team. So Twitch, as of this moment right now, we have reviewed the content against our terms of service and community guidelines and our local law, and we determined that no such violation occurred. And if you're still not sold and you're like, no, that was a crime. You know, it is a crime to joke about threats. You're not even allowed to joke about threats. It is a crime. Let me pull it up.
Hi, I'm Trevor Moore.
And so when that guy gets in trouble with the FBI, when our legal system changes so drastically that that guy gets in trouble for that, then I can start being concerned about the FBI. The FBI can distinguish between what is a genuine, real threat and a sketch. Then you can finally start streaming on Kick. No, then I can start streaming on Rumble. It's so easy to get canceled these days. I know, they just give them out like candy nowadays, for real. Why I left the left video incoming? I'm gonna hit up PriggerU. Why I left the left. So people could stop calling me a liberal. That is the entirety of that. And you guys remember, don't feed the trolls. The people that are getting mad at this are, I would assume that some of them are dumb enough that they fall for the Grumps tweets, and I think some of them are dumb enough that they actually believe some of this stuff. I don't think that they understand that they're wrong, but that's not really relevant. Grums is using this as an opportunity to give himself more traction, to give himself more relevancy. His mommy didn't love him enough, and that's why he's doing all of this. And we don't give trolls food, okay? We don't give them attention, all right? So I'm gonna enjoy staying rent-free for another month in there. Thank you. Yeah, I think I've already clowned you hard enough. I would say that, but I think you kind of clowned yourself hard enough.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a tremendous opportunity here. Denims on Twitch is the best, believe me, top of the line. Nobody does it better than Denims. Nobody. And let me tell you, you're going to love it. It's fantastic. So do me a favor and hit that subscribe button It's going to be huge, I tell you. Subscribe to Denims on Twitch. Won't regret it, folks. Thank you very much appreciated.